Biggest mistake that businesses are making today, closing strangers instead of building a family of buyers. Aggressive ads, cold outreach, good tactics, great stuff for yesteryear, and awesome in a pinch if you've got nothing else. But you don't want to be chasing sales and closing these people. You want to build a community, a family, and lead them to a place where buying is the logical conclusion. If you're playing the short game in sales, then you will forever be tied to a transactional perspective. You will be looking for what's the next thing I need to do to eat today. And if you're always focused on today, then all you're ever going to have is food for today. You need to be thinking about long-term. Remember, great long-term usually comes at the sacrifice of the short-term, and great short-term almost always comes at the sacrifice of the long-term. And one thing that I talk about a lot is you want to be measuring the ROI of your activities and your strategy with a calendar, not a stopwatch. If you're looking at a stopwatch to determine the best ROI of your time, ROI, your investments, ROT of your time, then you're going to be in trouble because you're always measuring the moment, the immediacy of what's happening. And then you're never building for the long term. I win in business. Our clients win in business because we measure success with a calendar. We're always looking at what is today's activity going to do to lead tomorrow. The best you can hope for today typically is a one-to-one. If you can get 1 unit of input or 1 unit of output, then you're doing pretty good. But when you start measuring that over time and you start having the endurance, because you've got good system, strategy, and structure that can lead you over the long haul, you start seeing a unit of input that starts delivering 2, 10, and 100 units of output. That's when you're scaling. That's when you're growing. That's when you're making a difference. The future of sales is about leveraging trust, relationships, community, as we call it around here, family. When you've got a family of buyers, a family of partners, a network that is designed to grow with you over time, you win. Grow the family, sell to the family. Grow the community, sell to the community. Then you start building something that has staying power and can last beyond you. You start building towards a legacy instead of just selling a product. Don't be a product in search of a prospect. Be a solution that's going to deliver over time and keep people with you. Remember, the first sale you're going to make every day is to yourself. The second sale you're making is to your team. Your team has to be sold out to the mission and the vision, what you're here to do, what you're here to accomplish, because they want to know that besides making money, they're contributing to a worthy cause. They're delivering something that's going to allow them to feel proud about what they're accomplishing, proud to be on your team, proud to be advocates for you and extensions and representations, ambassador of your brand. Turn buyers into advocates, into sneezers, as Seth Godin talks about. You want to turn people in your world into people who will scream your praises, who will happily share what you do, share the excitement and the joy in what they've accomplished as a result of working with you. Remember, they're not out promoting your product. They are living, breathing ambassadors of what it's like being in your world. What kind of outcomes do they achieve? What kind of experience do they have? And what kind of example are they? Think about this little tip that I used to use when we hosted our in-person events every month. And I would tell people, we come in, we played a little game, and they had name tags, and your name tag had your name and what is your verb. And the verb was meant to describe what would actually happen. What action will people take as a result of being in your world? If you're in my world, you'll be inspired. You'll be motivated. You'll be challenged, right? What is the thing that you want people to do? Now, in this stage of my growth, when people are in our world, they become wealthy. They become action-oriented. They become leaders and difference makers, right? That's going to change based on what setting you're in or what stage and season of the journey that you are in with your people. But you need to make sure it's clear so you know what the mission is at hand at all times so that everything you create and cultivate inside that journey is delivering on what that experience is. And when they walk around as the living, breathing action of that verb, they are literally witnessing and sprinkling just the seeds of success that you deliver into them, through them, into other people. Many times unbeknownst to you, because you're going to be impacting people indirectly, and you have to be happy with that because you know you are impacting the world in ways that you can't even measure sometimes. Please make sure that you are liking and subscribing so we get more people watching this channel and we'll know what you actually like to be able to deliver you some more great content. Win locally before acting globally. Win with the clients that are in your community now. The people who've already paid you, they deserve the best of what you've got. Be obsessive about your clients' problems, needs, and desires, and do everything in your power to deliver and fulfill on making those happen. Then you start looking at, how do I expand through them? How do I start replicating them? How do I turn these into the opportunity to grow digitally, globally, bigger community, worldwide? But first, win in your neighborhood. And we got more coming later about how to grow a local brand instead of just a digital brand, and how you can win in your local market. Because if you are a digital company and everything you do is online, then you are leaving money on the table by not mastering what happens in your local community. And the opposite is also true. That's a video coming for another day. If you want to build a business that sells like a movement, type family in the chat. We'll reach out to you and make sure you start getting on the path to creating a movement that sells itself. So if you want to see some of this in action, then I want to encourage you to check out this video right here. This is going to be breaking down some of the components that we just talked about, and so that you get the opportunity to see it in action.